So, a local Christian college in Illinois allowed one of Trump's appointees, he's a conservative Christian, to speak at their college. And there's a woke mob that started sending a lot of angry messages to this college, and the college apologizes. So, there's a few things to unpack here. It's really a lot of stupidity. First of all, this college is supposedly a nonprofit organization. I'm a very strong believer in the free market and private enterprise, and I think education should not be government involved. It should be for profit. Education is a business. They are providing a service. They should be making money. So I'd say get rid of public education, or in this case, it being a nonprofit organization is also kind of retarded because now there are some strings attached that the government can put their fingers into. But also caving into a woke mob is also stupid. This is a lesson that I thought people learned a decade ago. Do not cave into the woke mob. All right. I don't know why they did this. Maybe they have some Marxist leanings, which doesn't surprise me. And this is a problem with Christianity, with religions in general, is that like Marxism, they also believe in altruistic ethics. They believe in living for other people. So you can see the layers of stupidity, and this is something I've warned about before, that Christianity or any type of theology, whether it be Scientology or astrology or whatever, it actually fits very well philosophically with wokeism, with nihilism. I talked about the dangers of progressive theology, and I pointed out at the time environmentalism, which fits the definition of both. It is a progressive theology. Environmentalism is a religion, and it's also nihilism at the same time. And I can see the trend with Christianity. You can see this. I've seen examples with people who are Christians, but then cite a lot of pseudoscience. They talk about dinosaurs living amongst humans. They talk about Earth being flat, so the flat earthers, and other things like this. This is very dangerous as a philosophy. This is the type of thinking that was seen in Europe during the medieval period, in the Dark Ages. This is the type of thinking that led to the collapse of Rome, the Western Roman Empire. So, to cave into the woke mob, the right response, the correct, or should I say a more correct response, is tell the mob to F off. Okay, that you say that at least if you're going to be a Christian school, is to practice Christianity. And I would highly advise doing it in the Thomas Aquinas sense, is that you add science into it, that you respect science, mathematics, you respect critical thinking, you respect self-efficacy, and at the very least, you have a set of principles to stand firm on, and you don't cave into wokeism, which I think is an even stupider philosophy than theology is. I mean, wokeism is like the dumbest thing. It's like if you have a ladder, you put critical thinking, science, technology, Aristotle here, you put Christianity, Plato, astrology down here, and you put wokeism down here. Wokeism is way beneath that. In the intelligence ladder. But I very strongly advise this institution to do not apologize. Take back your apology. Tell them that you're going to have this guy speak there again, and I would throw it right in their faces. If you have a set of principles, you stand firm on them. There is a quote, and I forgot who says it, that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I would think that Christians at least stand for something, and don't fall into the wokeism. But if you fall into the wokeism, you're going to get something that's a lot more dangerous. You're going to get a combination of woke theology, which we're seeing little bits and pieces of. You see it particularly pronounced in, like I said, you got Christians and pseudoscience. You see this in Islam as well with their pseudoscience. And you see it with environmentalism, particularly. If you want to see where the future of this goes, you look at environmentalists today, where they're a combination of Marxist, nihilists, and they're religious about it. So anyway, I'll put a link in the description below.